thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go for a quick 9 at Bankstown this afternoon. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Course looks great. Got some new stuff in the bag to have a look at actually. 14 wedges are only pretty new. Trying to settle on driver. I think I've settled on it, but certainly my putter. I've been arm locking for nearly a year. I'm going to try a standard putter today, so that will be very interesting. So first hole here is pretty wide, 380 metres. Black tees out today, so I'm going to hit driver. No warm-ups as yet, so it might take me a little while to get going, but that's okay. I don't mind that at all. Just nice to be out having a hit on a Sunday afternoon, to be honest. So first hole, I suppose if you hoik it way left, there's a lot of trouble, houses and whatnot, but you kind of want to hit it down the left centre, just to the right of the fairway bunker is the ideal line. Right into the sun at this, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I think I've hit it a long way left. All right, so it's pretty cactus. Hit it way left, didn't expect that, but anyway, that's what you get. I could actually probably, to be fair, I could probably hit a roping hook here. Yeah, I'd probably take a 7-iron and start it just to the right of that bunker there and just try and hook the pants off it. It's probably not the greatest of all disasters, so I'm going to have the club face quite closed. I've got to keep my weight forward here. Oh man, that's a good shot. I've rope hooked it. It's running up. I think it's close to the front edge. If you have a look at down the fairway there at the shot that I had, for those that have played Bankstown, I know how bad that drive is. Anyway, I think I've got away with it. All right, so I've ended up only probably 5 metres short of the green. I'm going to have a quick look. It goes uphill here. It's going to bank a little left. And it's relatively flat, I suppose, so I've just got to chip it, 5 metres on and let it roll out. I've just got these new well, they're not that new, like 14 wedges I've been playing. I've got a really beautiful feel. I have really struggled with my chipping for a few years now, and I'm always looking for the perfect club or something that's going to help me out. These, if nothing else, these have a beautiful feel. So I'm just going to try and land this maybe 10 metres. I think that's a pretty good shot. It's rolling up there. Maybe 5 or 6 foot left. So it's actually a little bit closer than I thought. Now, with arm lock, I've been exceptionally good at this distance putt. And this is, one of the main reasons why I've gone to arm lock is because I've struggled with 3, 4, 5 footers. Now, actually practicing the other day, Arden picked something up in how I was aiming my putter. So I've been aiming consistently left. So this putt is a right edge putt. It's got a little bit of break. I'm just going to try and work on, aiming my putter, and it feels like it's open to me. It feels like it's open. I've stuck with the same head. I've stuck with the sick flow head, which is the big head. This feels like it's really open to me, but I'm going to stick with it. And I've missed it. And so that doesn't help my confidence at all. Again, I feel like I'm really open here in the face. I'd love to see what that footage looks like, but that's a fairly typical sloppy bogey on my behalf. Anyway, we'll move on to the next. All right, so the second hole here is a par 5. I'd normally hit driver up there, but I've just hit a roping hook, and you can't really miss this one left, so I'm just going to hit 3-wood. I think I've found a 3-wood that I really love with this Graphite Design UB shaft. So I've got to hit this inside the right-hand bunker, and a little, ideally just a little draw off the right-hand bunker. That's perfect. Really straight, good shot. So I've hit a perfect shot. I mean, right in between the bunker and the hazard. It's not reachable. It is down breeze. I'm going to hit my 3-wood because like I said, it's actually been one of my better clubs in my bag of late. Right into the sun, so I can't see a thing. Looks like the flag's up the back. So I want to try and get it down there as far as I can and have the shortest possible pitch. It's a tricky green, this one. I hit it really well, but I actually have no idea where it is. I've looked straight up into the sun. I wouldn't have a clue. I think it'll be okay. I mean, I don't love obviously missing a 3-footer at the first and making bogey, but you know, golf's a game of patience. I know that if I can just keep giving myself looks on each hole, then, you know, I might make a few. So while I said, you know, like I say, I don't love making bogeys, they're just a part of the game, and you can have them at some point. So it's no big deal when you haven't warmed up to have one. I'm going to stick with this standard putter and just see how it goes for 9. You know, if I continually struggle with short ones, well, maybe the arm lock will go back into the bag. But you know, I putt pretty well in practice with the standard putter. I've been using that 50mm gate 2 feet in front, which is not the easiest thing to hit through, but it's been giving me a lot of confidence. So we'll see how it goes. I'll certainly not going to write it off after one missed putt, so we'll see. Greenside bunker, which is somewhat surprising. It's all uphill, so I don't think a chunk and run is really going to work. I mean, it's a safe shot, but it's a Sunday afternoon, we're not here for safety. I'm going to try and fly it most of the way with a bit of spin. So I've got my 60-degree wedge. It is down breeze, but I've got a really nice lie. There seems to be, you know, you test the sand with your feet. I'm going to take a bit of sand, but I'm going to hit it pretty firm and try and carry it most of the way. I didn't quite get it up there, to be honest. It's way short. Oh, there's a magpie about to steal my ball. All right, I'm a long way short. A few little pitch marks here. I'll leave the flag in for this one. I mean, you'd always be happy with a 2-putt from this sort of distance, but you always want to try and give the hole a shake, don't you? So I'm going to continue working on that club face. This putter does feel very heavy, the flow in a plumber's neck. I've given it a really nice putt. Up there to a foot. It does feel heavy. Whether or not this one is too heavy in this configuration, I don't know. You know, typically for me, that's a 5. Typically for me, the heavier the better. I like heavy. So it's a bogey and a par to kick with. So this is the 3rd hole. I got 145 pin. Only 125 carry the bunker. The breeze is off the right. It's a small green. You cannot go long, right? So, you know, 135. It's okay to be a little short. I'm going to hit 8. 8's probably not going to get to the pin, but 8, no matter how well I hit it, 8 will never go long. Now 8, when I hit properly, will always cover the front bunker, right? So I've got something that's going to cover the bunker. I've got something that's never going to go long. Now the 7 is probably the club for me to get back to the pin, but this is probably not one that's a massive green light. The breeze is off the right, so I'm going to aim it probably a metre or two inside the right hand bunker and just try and hit a nice, good solid 8 iron. I've hit it too far right. It's not coming back. It's just covered the right bunker. It's on the green, so a little bit lucky, but it's not a bad shot. Okay, so it's turned out pretty good. You see I've just covered the right bunker. I've probably only got 15 foot here. Pretty good result. Long is not great. You know, it's just a difficult chip long. So I'm really pleased with, you know, left is no good either. Everything's feeding down to that hole. And I've got one that's really, you know, I should be able to give a good shake. It's probably only 6 inches right of the hole. 15 foot, maybe a smidge down the hill. Might just do a little bit at the end. Yeah, putting's all about pace, really, and my pace hasn't been the best with the arm lock. My start lines have been very good, but my pace hasn't been good. So I feel like my pace is better with short putters. Putt really didn't break at all, did it? Straight little 2-footer. So I feel like that's aimed way right, but it's in the middle. Par 3, never sneeze at a 3 on the third hole. It's a tricky little hole, a good hole, one of the great little short ones here at Bankstown. Fourth hole coming up, it's a tough one off the tee. It's going to dogleg to the right. You can probably see up here where the fairway's going, there's a fella hitting his second shot in there. You know, you can drive it up there, it's tight. If you're driving the ball well, that's where you'd hit it. Quite often the widest part is where the 3-wood lands, so I'm going to get the 3-wood out and just try and hit it in the wide part of the fairway. Not be too greedy. It's not a long hole. There's no need to be too aggressive. You certainly want to hit this fairway. It's most of the holes at Bankstown you really want to hit fairways. Play fairways and greens, and I mean it's the same as everywhere, but this is not really a course you can just bash at because the trees are, you know, they're difficult to navigate. So I'm going to try and hit a pretty straight 3-wood here, not take it over the trees, just take it just to the left of them, and I shouldn't run out of fairway if I'm just to the left of the trees. I've hit it just a little right. It's come down in the rough, but I think it'll be okay. So I don't know if I've been playing at this course long enough on the weekends to know whether they change flags on Saturdays and Sundays, but this kind of looked like a Saturday medal round style pins and tees as well. So that's a really good challenge. Left myself probably a good 15 metres. It's going to break maybe a foot off the right. Not much in it. Again, pace is key for these long putts. Again, keep feeling like I'm aiming right. Oh, it was on line. It's a bit short. So I like to read putts, if I've got time, from behind the hole. I think you get a slightly better view. I mean, I look at both ends. This one looks like, if anything, it wants to go right. Again, these are my little nemesis, you know. I've missed one, I don't want to miss another, you know what I mean? Like I just don't want to hit this one confidently in the middle. I'm going to hit it inside left. Feels like it's aiming right again. I'm led to believe that I don't aim right. It's right in the middle. That's a confidence builder. Still 1 over through 4 holes. All right, 5th hole. This thing's tight, and I don't really know how to play this hole. It's just a placement off the tee. It's 324 metres. So you want to hit it about 224. Leave yourself about 100. It's almost like an island green surrounded by bunkers. If you're in the trees, it's almost impossible to hit the green. So I've got wind, feels like it's coming off the left. I'm going to hit it pretty much at the left-hand fairway bunker with a 3-wood. I don't think I have to smash it, but fairway is imperative here. Hit a beautiful shot up the left. Should be really, really good. That was a gap wedge. I would have liked a little bit of help back down this hill. Would have been really, really good. You know, I've probably hit it 102. Straight over the pin. You can see, you know, around this flag is just bunker everywhere. So it's quite slopey. You know, it's a short hole, but it's not one to be sneezed at. You've got to play it with respect and a couple of, you know, clever shots. Just somewhat conservative will give you, you know, a short pitch in. I do have a big breaker here. It's slightly downhill. It's going to break probably close to 3 feet. I'm going to give it plenty of break and not be too aggressive with it. Obviously you don't want to walk away with a 5 after a couple of, you know, really sound shots. Just got away low. Not a bad putt actually. Rolled, see the ball was rolling end over end, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy to just roll good putts. You know, I don't have to make everything. I'm just happy that I'm rolling putts okay. So, another par, another green hit. Just got to keep giving myself chances. You know, that's golf. We'll move on to the next. All right, so we've got hole number 6, a gettable par 5. Right up the back tee here again. Got to hit it just inside the right-hand bunker. It's down breeze, so. G'day, how are you? It's a real birdie opportunity this hole with a good drive, that's for sure. It's really good. I'm not sure how far it gets down there today off this back tee. I haven't played this back tee in a long, long time because I'm usually knocking around on a Wednesday or a Friday morning or afternoon comp. We rarely play that back tee, so you can get it past the bunker easy enough from down on these tees. But I think I'll still have a look from there. It's a pretty good job, hit it well. Sun's just going down. I got 231 here. Fella in front's just playing out of the greenside bunker, so I'm going to wait. I think I can get there. 231. I've got to hook it a little. I've got a little bit of tree issue on the left, but I can hit it at the right-hand bunkers and just draw it a bit. The course is in great nick. I mean, we've been smashed by the weather here. Really, really smashed. So it's a credit to the greenkeepers to see how good the place is. The fairways are always immaculate. Obviously there's no lack of water, so it's green, but you know, the greens are always pure. It's only 5 minutes from home, so I love coming out here. I don't get it to do enough. I don't get to do it enough, but it's a good fun course. It's so flat. You never need a cart. If you need a cart around here, you're struggling. And typically in the afternoon it's pretty quiet, so this summer I'm hoping to get out and do a little bit more on the golf course. Try and give you a few insights and a bit of help on how to play this great game. So old mate's cleared off the green now. Again, I have typically hated 3-woods, you know, it's Graphite Design UB. It's dead set revitalised this club, and I quite like it. See what it gives me here. I do have to draw it, and I don't love, even though I play draw, I don't love to have to draw it off the ground. Off a tee I can do it pretty well, off the ground not so well, but I think I got this shot in me. I'm going to have a crack, so. You know, it should be just hit my natural shot and happy days, you know, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Start it to the right of the trees. I mean, that's the real immediate danger, is the trees to the right. So can't hit those. I've flushed it, but I've hit it right. Fall! Ooh, I've hit in the tree. So, like I said, I struggle to hit the draw off the ground, but I've got to keep working on it. I've hit it pretty much straight right. The flag is back left, so it should be fine. So I've dead set donked into that thing. Big tree, come back 30 metres, but it's left me with a pretty easy pitch, so I'm happy about it. I'm in the rough. I'm going to hit the 60 because I want to be, it's 57 metres, which is, you know, it's shorter than what a 60 would normally go, but I don't want to take a lot off the 54. I want to be a little bit more aggressive with these pitch shots. I want to go through it. So I don't want to feel like I kind of lolly one up there, you know, marshmallow it. I want a fairly short swing, but aggressive. Keep my weight forward. I just did a little video, my last video, I think, on the 50-metre pitch shot. So I'm going to keep my weight a little forward here. 57 metres. Pretty aggressive through it. To be fair, I was hoping that would run out a little bit better than that, but it's okay. This one about 18 feet short, 6 metres. It's up the hill, it's breaking probably 8 inches off the right. There's just a little mound, probably 6 feet short, that's going to just spit it a little bit left. Yeah, I should be able to have a little go at this one. It's an inviting sort of putt. Hit a really good putt. Oh, and it just broke at the end. But again, that ball was rolling end over end. Really happy with that putt. Another tap-in par. Disappointing not to make 4 after a good drive, but you know, par's a par. All right, so now we've hit the really tough stretch in this golf course. It's not ideal to be over par getting to this hole, the 7th hole. It's 190 meters pin, 170 front. You know, 7, 8, 9 are good tough holes, and so is 10. So ideally you want to start, you know, get through these first 6 under par, but it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do to change it. I've just got to continue to try and hit greens and give myself looks. So I'm gonna hit a 5-iron here. It's 170 front, 189 pin. I don't think I can go long. I don't think I'm gonna carry my 5-iron 190. The flag is right, so right is a big no-no. You wanna just hit the middle of the green here. Try and hit the middle, make a 3, and walk off with a smile on your face. Hit a great shot. It's left centre. I don't know where it is. I hit it really well, but it could be on the green. So it's just ran through the back. I'm not sure where it's landed. I couldn't find a pitch mark. Actually quite surprised. I don't expect to hit it that far. But it's left me with a pretty simple chip. It's just maybe going to break a little left. Just got to land it on. 54-degree wedge again. Just to the right of the hole. Just bump it up. Let it run out. Pretty good. All right, so I got another little 3-footer. I think this is really straight. If anything, it wants to just veer off to the right, but I'm going to hit it straight in the middle. The hole looks, to be fair, it looks quite small. Sunday afternoon, they probably cut them Saturday morning, in all fairness. I still got to feel like that putter face is open. I've been told that my putter face has been closed. It's a really good roll right in the middle. This does feel heavy, the putter, but it's feeling good. All right, so here's the 8th hole. It's a long one today, into the wind. Slight uphill, I suppose, 400 meters. That's long for me. If I can get this within 150, I'm really pleased. So probably got to hit a draw here. It is a pretty wide fairway. It's wide enough. Sun's starting to go down, starting to get a little chilly. So a little chilly into the breeze is never the greatest recipe for the longest drives, but it's a really good drive as far as placement goes, but I did cut it a little, but should be in good shape. All right, I got 164 to what looks like a backish pin. I'm going to hit 6. The miss is not left. The miss is probably right here, if anything. So I can just hit my normal shape just inside the right-hand bunker. Little drawer. Breeze has probably died a little. I don't feel much there at all. So this should be a good number. Hung it way right. It's my worst shot today. Missed the green way right. There's a little downslope here. It's going to feed it left the whole way. I've got heaps of green to work with, so there's no real excuse. I mean, I've missed the green in the correct spot. It's not a hard chip. You know, no massive issues here. Again, I just got to pop this one up probably 4 or 5 feet, maybe 4 feet right of the hole. It should run out nicely. I want to hit it, you know, no spinner sort of thing. Not a lot of spin, just a, you know, weight forward, hands a little forward. Just pop it, let it run out to the hole. That's a lovely shot. Probably 2 feet left for par. You know, there's a lot to be said about missing green's in the right spot. You know, that was a real basic. I probably got 3 feet. Pretty good spot to miss the green if I was going to miss it. Coming in with a longer iron, you kind of want to protect against missing it, you know, short siding there on the left or going long. I've left myself a pretty short one. So I got another little testy 3-footer. You notice I use the big red line on my ball to try and help with alignment. I've been having trouble with my aiming, apparently. Not apparently, I think definitely. And so this putt's inside the left edge. So I use this big red line, and then I try and get, you know, my putter aimed with that big red line, and my focus is now obviously trying to aim that well. Trying to get a good aim there, and then just focusing on trying to hit it 3 feet. You know, like a good holing pace. You know, so I'm happy with the short ones thus far. I've missed one, but feeling pretty good with the normal putter. Is it a tad heavy? Maybe. You know, should I look at maybe the Flow M series? Maybe that's a good idea, rather than the Flow C. But I'm enjoying not arm locking. I mean, I putt well with the arm lock. My short putts are very good, but my distance putts haven't been the greatest. Anyway, we've got 1 hole to go. I've made 7 pars in a row after an early bogey, so 9th hole to go. All right, 9th hole here. It's tight. It's one of the tighter driving holes at Bankstown. Beautiful hole, looking straight up at the clubhouse. Again, you've got to really hit this fairway. The light is fading. It's getting pretty dark. The camera probably looks okay, but it's quite dark out here now. I won't probably see this ball great, so fairway is necessary. See if we can make a birdie to finish. Big birdie. Birdie's got to start with a good drive. I mean, that's the imperative part. It's going to require a tree wood. It's way out in the trees. So I'm way out in the trees here. I've got a tiny gap that I can punch through and get to the front edge. If you come over here a little bit more, you'll see the gap I'm talking about. There's a tiny little pencil tree in front of me. I've got to keep it just left of that. It's about 150. And if I can just punch it with a tiny little cut, I should be able to get it up near the front edge and then chip in for birdie. That's the plan. See how we go. It's such a good shot. It's unbelievably good. See how that goes. Really, really good. Going past this bunker. Short-sighted, absolutely cactus. It's downhill all the way to the pin. I have no idea how I'm going to get this close, so it's a bit of an all or nothing shot. Open the face, have a good full swing at it. See what we can do. It's a little long, but it's a really, really nice shot. All right, so it's run 12 or 15 feet by. Slightly uphill. Probably 8 inches of break. Hit a great pitch shot. I mean, it was really, really difficult, so see if I can hold a putt for par. Boom shakalaka. Nice way to finish the round with a great up and down. There you have it, 9 holes at Bankstown.